In today's video, we're going to be talking about 3 CSS properties that you might have missed while learning CSS. Now, these 3 properties come in handy in a lot of situations wherein you need to add kind of like a bit of creative and unique touch to your website. Now, let's get started and let's see these 3 unique CSS properties. Now, before we get started with this video, please make sure to share this video with your friends and family, and also subscribe to the channel if you're new, and like the video if you liked it. Now make sure you comment down what you liked about this video, and if you know any other CSS amazing properties which are really rare but are really amazing. This would help my video get pushed to new viewers and also will help my channel grow. With that being said, let's get started and let's see these 3 CSS properties.
Number 1.
Mix blend mode in CSS dictates how an element blends its content with the background, offering versatile blending options for creative visual effects. Now here you see this page which is holding everything inside of this website. Now we need some kind of element which can be positioned on top of this. Now we're going to be using before for that, and we're going to set its content to an empty string, and then we're going to position it absolutely. Now instead of giving it width and height and also top and left value, we can just set its inset to 0, which would be covering the entire screen. And then we can set a z-index of 100 to position it on top, and then set a background color. Now to use mix blend mode, you can just add mix blend mode, and then here you can specify which kind of mode you want. Now if you write difference, this is what it would show. And then if you want darken, you get this result. There are a couple other types of mixed blend modes which are shown on the screen, so you can add those and then apply those visuals to your website.
Number 2.
CSS Mask control element visibility using images or gradients, allowing for creative visual effects and design enhancements. Now instead of using complex tools like Photoshop or maybe UI UX platforms like Figma, you can do it directly in CSS itself. And to get started, we have an article tag now within which we have an image. Now the image is too big, so we're going to set its height and width, and also we're going to set the object width to cover. Now inside of the article, we're going to write mask image, and here we're going to set the URL of the image that we're going to mask. And then we're going to set the mask size to 60%. Following it up, we're going to have a mask repeat so that it does not repeat, and we'll set no repeat. Now you see that we do not have much of changes in browser. Now this is because some browsers need to have this WebKit prefix, so we're going to have this WebKit prefix for this mask image, and also for mask size, and also for this mask repeat. Now with that, you can see that we have this cat wherein the background is the image that we provided in our HTML.
Number 3.
Shape outside in CSS defines the flow of content around a specified shape, allowing for dynamic and visually engaging text wrapping. Now to understand this, let's add a section within which we're going to add a circle div and then a p tag wherein we have some dummy text. Now in CSS, we're going to target the section. We're going to give it a width of 50%, and then we're going to position it at the center using margin inline auto. Now we're going to target the circle and create a circle by giving width and height, and also giving border radius of 50%. Now here I have specified min height and min width. Now you can use just height and width, and then we're going to give it a background color and the most important property, and that is float left. Now usually this is how the container or the section would look, but now if you want these text to kind of wrap around the circle, we have a special property known as shape outside. So to use this, you just write shape outside, and then you write here function related to the shape of how you want these text to wrap. Now since I want it to wrap kind of like in circle, so I'm going to write circle and we'll give it 50%. Now there are several other functions as well which you can use, like polygon, inset, path, etc., which I'm going to be showing in the screen, which you can play around and see how they look. And then now, since the text are kind of stuck to the circle, I'm gonna be adding a bit of margin to create some gap between the circle and the text.